Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Hello there. Good morning. We're back to. Wow. My throat clearly is about as awake as I am. Good morning. Today we're going back to some old cool RPGs, and I love my Breath of Fire. I've always loved my Breath of Fire. It's one of the best game series ever made. At least the first 4 games are. And today we get right back into it. Right here. Basically, we were finally captured by the Empire, sent back home, and now Cray is standing trial for our actions for infiltrating Empire territory without authorization, for kidnapping Princess Nina and bringing her there, even though all he was doing was searching for Elena. And we've been given a bodyguard while we're walking around waiting for trial, while waiting for Cray's trial. And it is the green-robed figure over here, the mercenary Sias, who is quite the fighter. And so now we're trying to go visit Cray, but the guards are not going to let us in. Prisoner is currently under investigation. No visitors allowed. Afraid that's the way it has to be, Princess Nina. Master Cray's the leader of the Warren Nation. Unlike you, he must be kept under strict guard. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. Sias, keep your eye on them. Sorry, cannot allow you to pass. It may take several days to finish the inquiry into Chief Cray's actions. But wait in your room in the city. So, step back out. No use. Nothing we could do. Poor Cray. This is all my fault. Because yes, at the beginning of the story, Nina was pushing Cray to, well, search for her sister. Can't just sit here and do nothing. So obviously, you know, the best of ideas is to break him out. We're gonna go to Warrant, which is where Cray's from. Stage a rebellion to break him out, isn't it? Where's Cray's from? Have a guard to watch us. Still, they never said we couldn't go anywhere, right? I still think this is south of here, past the forest. I still think they had some of the character designs are a little bit wrong in that they're not really fitting in. They're not really fitting with the characters' personalities. I feel like the Warren should have been the more canine featured characters that we have over here. Whereas Sias himself should have been more feline. Because Sias as a fighter is extremely fast and agile and elusive. Whereas Cray is a tank. We won a great victory. Okay. Often items hidden like over here. There you go. Antidote. Let's go to camp because we took a bit of a beating in our exploring as of late. Ah, Sias is standing back there. I did not intend to step out of camp. I only wanted to speak to Sias. Gotta think of a way to get Cray out. Should ask the Warren for advice. There are many political factors to consider. Cray's trial could take a very long time to complete. At least, that is what Urshan believes. Don't get any strange ideas. Oh, I feel like there was a weapon. Like, there was a weapon upgrade available for Sias that we didn't buy because I was too broke. I have a pretty strong feeling that I might have the money for it now. But then again, like in Witchwood here, there might be another weapon for him. So. Well, maybe not in the Witchwood itself, but in... Oh, wait, fire and ice? And Urshan levels up. 2 power, that's a bit low. 6 defense is a lot. Then again, like, Urshan's literally a tin can of armor. I'm very happy with a 2 wisdom, though. Urshan is making at least a little bit of progress towards becoming like a half-decent spellcaster. Healing herbs, 3 of them. Very nice. Is that a triple combo? If I do Sever into... Eddie. No, Frost didn't combine with it. That was a 5-hit combo. That was a 5-hit combo with heals. Alright, let's bring in Urshan. I love Sias's attack animation. He's just... That little attack animation, the way it's made, how fast it is, makes him look like an absolute badass. Like, a dude you don't want to mess with. Did you hear something? Oh, we might be in the fairy forest. Is it just me or is the mist getting thicker? Urshin says she has a strange feeling about this place. Yes, this is the fairy forest. There's always a fairy forest in every game. Like, there's very consistent themes in Breath of Fire games. One of them being Nina's a princess and will always run away. Somebody will go to trial for her running away. In 3 it was Ryu. Right now it's Cray. And before that, I'm pretty sure it was... In 1 it was also Ryu. In 2 I don't remember. But somebody goes to trial for Nina running away. And there's also, like, always the fairies always interfere. Or at least intervene in some way. And now Urshin's cracking up. Did you see that? Nina disappeared. How amusing. Disappeared? That's not good. Urshin says it would seem she did not fall. What's going on? All of a sudden, everything's gotten... Let's look for her. Okay, so I don't have Nina now. But the game designers were nice. When they gave Sias a heal, it worked just like we planned. We shrunk that girl. Come on, let's do something. Let's think of something to do to the other 3. Yeah, the fairies are... They're a little shitty. I know. Let's poke him in the eye. Wait a second. This one's looking at us. No way, that's impossible. Portals can't see us. You saw us? How? Urshin just bonked them in the face. No fair, he's got a dragon's eye. And there's that theme. That's the fairy's theme. They kept this... It's exactly the same melody as in the 3. Just slightly remixed. Urshin is asking, what have you done with Nina? Well, now that you found us, I guess we have to tell you. We shrunk her. See? Made her really tiny. And she got carried off by a bird. Remix D's. Nerd. Morning. Should look for a tree with a bird in it. Find one, shake it, maybe she'll fall out. I mean, I'm not going to be able to shake it. I'm going to be able to headbutt it with a robot. So, that'll do. How you doing today, nerd? Don't worry. You won't stay small forever. It'll wear off in time. See you later, Dragon Boy. Urshin says we should listen for birds singing. Doing all right, woke up way too early. I relate to that. Urshin hit the tree. Okay. So now I have to kind of play a game of hot and cold in this forest. Until I hear birds. Up here, maybe? There's also fights that I have to clear out as we do this, so... See? I'm fighting nuts! Nerd, you should be very happy about that. I'm in the nut territory here. I'm fighting nut troops and nut archers and nut mages. They're all nuts. Save the nut! I set it on fire instead, so might not have been the best idea. And then there's these guys. The weed. It's like being around 5-year-olds, I swear. Amanda, you should know by now that my mental age is just about that, so... I don't have a nut command. As much as you want me to have one. Wait, scorched rice? That's new. Hold on, I didn't have that before. Bird and blackened rice ball. Okay. No idea what that does, but sure. Not hearing birds at all. Oh, I think I heard something right before that fight triggered. No, wait, hold on. So, for the big explodey spell combos, it's circular. So, fire into wind. No, I know it's earth into fire for eruption, fire into wind for fire wind, wind into... I thought it was wind into frost, but it's not. I mean, I could try it. I could try wind into frost, just to see if it does anything. I don't think it does. Man, I like Sias. His counter rate is just ridiculous. He counterattacks everything. Yep, I'm hearing birds. Also seeing something there. Okay. Hold on. Let me just... No. There. How does frost combo with anything? I don't remember. I never remember the spell combos of this game. Like, even back when I was playing it as a kid, I never friggin' remembered. I kept, like, full notebooks of this shit. Which I should probably restart doing. Kind of just writing it down. So I'm just gonna grab my handy notebook here. Which is an old notebook that I had from an old job. Yeah, I'm not gonna show it that much longer because yes, they gave us branded notebooks. So I know it's fire plus wind. I know it's earth plus fire. These two I know very consistently. But then after that, it gets fuzzy. Okay, so it should be wind and frost, but the problem is it has to be sever and not eddy. Eddy's considered just a wind skill, not a wind spell. And I have to start with an actual wind spell. Okay, so yeah, the cycle is fire into wind, wind into water, water into earth, earth into fire. That makes complete sense to me. It's just the fact that I didn't have like a proper wind spell that was throwing me off. Because the eddy here is just... It's wind magic, yes, it's category wind, but it's not like... It's not a spell that the characters learn by themselves. It's a spell I learned from an enemy. And that seems to be treated differently. Still gonna set this guy on fire. I was starting a combo here with fire into melee. Fire into a melee skill. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't think I could pull that off. Okay. Now, what I wanted to do is I saw that thing here, a magic shard. Nice. And then I could jump back down. Yeah. So, just gonna charge on that one. Sias is still pulling like 500 damage per attack right now. He is my biggest physical damage dealer by quite a margin. It's this bird. There's a bird's nest? What's happened? I've shrunk. How? Why? What happened? I can worry about that later. I gotta get out of here before this bird eats me. Okay, I can't fly out despite the fact that I've got wings. I can actually walk around. I could jump off here. Kind of the only way, really. This way, maybe? Why is the Necrophosis message still going? Pretty sure I had disactivated that. Yeah, hi there, birdie. Don't eat me. I wouldn't taste very good anyway. And then she runs away. Who? Worm. Caterpillar. The bird's trying to feed her. You mean because I have wings, you think I'm one of your chicks? Well, she's a chick, just not that kind of chick. So you're bringing me food? Listen to me, birdie. I'm not a bird, so, don't really like bugs, and let's eat the thing. And I'm getting the boss fight music for this bird. Okay, hold on. I do have to do a little something here, because that Necrophosis automated message should not be there. So I'm guessing me deactivating that timer did not work. There you go, that shouldn't show up again. Right. I'll throw a cyclone at it. Just a cyclone spell was enough to... A bird drop and a wooden rod. How did I get a fishing rod from a bird? Appreciate that what that bird was trying to do for me. Not ready to try eating a bug. Need to figure out how to get down from here. So we're gonna go inside the tree, I'm guessing. Might be able to climb down here. Those vines. Yeah. I thought that... No sign of Nina. Perhaps we should try again? Bonk, bonk. And she grows back up just as she falls off. Lands right onto Ryu in an accident. In the most anime accident I have seen in a long time. Would appear we have found Nina. I'm so sorry. Are you alright? Where's Sias? Urshan says it will be wise to leave now, before the fairies do something else to us. $59, $59, $40, $44. He's like, Sias is as balanced as he could be. It was like Ryu's very much a glass cannon. Urshan is a physical tank and a very strong physical attacker, but useless spellcaster. Meanwhile, Sias is basically as balanced as it gets. Let's leave this place. So, through the Witchwood and on to Warrant. Just gonna camp real quick because I want to be able to drop a save. Because it's one of those games where you don't have autosaves and you have to remember to save. Otherwise, everything goes wrong. So yes, I would like to save. Thank you, game. Welcome to Warrant. This is Warrant, home of the Warrens. Yes. As we can see, the Warrens are decent archers to begin with. Although Prey has nothing that even remotely looks like a ranged attack of any kind. Hi. This horse was used by the previous leader of the Warren in battle. So they're also adept riders. That guy spinning his bat over there is a lot closer to what Cray usually does. You're naming way, aren't you? Well, hello again, everyone. Looks like we ran into each other again. Maybe a different place. Yeah, you're still the... Have you seen a weed or a drake? Use a fire attack on them to become more powerful. That also means more XP. Yeah. So, those little tree guys that we defeated a couple times, you probably noticed that if I set one on fire, it changed completely into an entirely new type of enemy. And the reason why I took the time to set them on fire is quite simply because it gives more XP. All my boy does is fight. Should see what he does to his clothes. But he grows up to be chief one day. His fire! Yes, also that. Or maybe over. You never know when fighting might break out again. That's why we Warren always stay ready and prepared for battle. So, as you can see, we can mount horses. Yes, we can also mount the flying shrimp. Because that flying shrimp's got a saddle. And even more importantly, if you look at the pommel of the saddle, mounting these things makes sense only in a way if the mount is going backwards. Why? No idea. But you've never seen one of those before. They're called whelks. We've seen them before. We saw them at the Empire guard post. Here the Empire uses them instead of horses. Maybe so. Haven't had much luck in taming this one. There's a puppy. Pet the puppy. There you go, there was a puppy. Okay. What's in here? Lanterns and barrels and things. I can't push anything around because I don't have Cray with me. Something's blocking my way there. I can't spin the camera in a way that I could see. That's just the invisible. Looks like someone's been stealing my fruit again. Just wait till I catch whoever it is. I'm gonna smack him real good. Yeah, the Warrens are very much a people who solves their problem via bonks to the head. So, sister hit me again. No sweat. Yep. Speaking of which, I got a new bonk emote in the chat for Twitch. Feel free to use that whenever you want. Warren will always be in shape, ready to fight. Yep, there's the bonks. Since we were and are famous throughout the world as strong warriors, people journey here to study our ways and learn from us. You can see that it's kind of, the Warrens are quite heavily inspired by like Native American tribes. Or like Shaolin monks even. You say that you have seen others like me in other places. That is because we Manilo plan to take over the world. The world of business, of course. That was horrible. I should never do that again. Ranger garb, bronze shield. The Catsbalger is a direct weapon upgrade for Sias, so let's get one of those. As for bronze shields, I don't remember who's wearing. Oh, okay. Ranger garbs. Oh, those are actually quite good. That's a straight upgrade for both agility and defense on Ryu. So that's definitely happening. Bronze shield is a pretty significant defense upgrade, but I am a bit low on money. Okay, so none of my guys are wearing anything that even remotely resembles a shield of any kind. A life sandal, soul gem, and aura ring. That is why. 250, a soul gem for 500. Oh, the game crashed. Well then, good thing I saved right before stepping into town, isn't it? That also means now that game sound is not getting captured. Gotta reset that. That's the first time I've had a game, like, that's the first time I've had this game crash on me. In, need to post this little guy in the Discord. What little guy? The little bonk emote? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Ah! I'm seeing the Discord now. Okay, he's fucking adorable. Yes, you made a hedgehog, and I love it. He's friggin' adorable. You should make a little Timberborn beaver with his backpack. Or a chef's hat. Okay, so, no. Over here. Let's speak to Manillo again. I was shopping, but the game crashed. So. Melon has you making him something. You'll add the beaver to your list. Look, only do it if you want to. It's just a suggestion. You're not obligated to. Katzbalger goes to this guy. Ranger Garb goes to Ryu at the very least. Scalemail's a downgrade in armor, but an upgrade in... Okay. So I'm gonna straight up buy a couple of bronze shields. Just to have them in case I need a little bit more defense in a hurry. The other thing I wanted to check... I've got a Gargantua armor. Remove equipment from a character. So if I remove everything from, say, Sias... So yes, Ryu is able to equip Ranger Garb, Scalemail, and I'm guessing so is Cray. I would very much like to keep that Scalemail for Cray. If I can help it. Bit of overlapping metal plates. Ranger Garb is fire resistant too. Oh, that's kind of a big deal. I now regret buying the bronze shields. I mean, I'll equip one right now, but... Okay. How much do I need for another Ranger Garb? At least. Maybe even 2. $15. I need 3 grand. Because I'm guessing Cray can also wear a Ranger Garb. Just a fire... like... elementally resistant armor... can be extremely powerful in this game. So... Okay. I'm gonna rest here. Save. Now that I've done my shopping and the game hasn't crashed. And I'll probably get back to, like, farming up and equipment upgrades off stream, because that could be kind of boring. Okay, where's the chief, though? Who do I speak to? Gotta be in one of these houses. Heard that Chief Cray is in some kind of trouble. Yes, he is. Heard Chief Cray got caught sneaking around in enemy territory. Guess this means there'll be another war, eh? Did you hear how Chief Cray went out in search of the missing Windian princess? Oh, romantic. Ah, I think I just have the explanation as to why Warrens are the cat people. It's so that they could model cat girls, isn't it? That's yeah, I mean, this is a Japanese studio after all. Another horse over there. Right now, I'm not finding much. So that's why I'm kind of going around and talking to everybody again as Nina. Because talking to them as Ryu doesn't seem to have led to much. Big boy over there. Nothing like the sight of kids playing happily like that, is there? Always makes me smile. Oh, there's a part of town I haven't been to, that's why. Yeah, that looks like a chief's house. Looking for the chief? Not here right now. Could talk to the elders instead, if you want. Good, that's what I was looking for. Sounds like Cray's gotten himself into quite a fix. How dare Ludia treat you like that? This is an insult to the entire Warren nation. This means war. That's right. We'll show him they can't treat us that way. Yeah, the Warren do tend to solve problems via bonk. So, obviously, that's how they're gonna react. Hold it. Don't get your fur up. It's always been a problem with us, Warren. Too many people that are too hot under the collar. That's right. What should we do then? I mean, Miss Nina came all this way to tell us about the trouble that Cub managed to get himself to. That's right. Been a long time since we saw you, little Nina. You've grown. Why, I can't remember when you were only this high. Enough of that. There'll be the time for that later. We need to think about what to do. Only Tarn were here. She'd know what to do. Excuse me, but who's Tarn? She's the wife of the previous chief, rest his soul. In other words, she's Cray's mom. When Cray became chief, she decided to leave the village. Went to live out in the Golden Plains. Decided to live a nomad's life, he said. Tarn might have been able to think of something, but I'm afraid there's nothing we could do. If I were younger, I'd get on a horse and go looking for Tarn myself. Too old for that now. We're getting to Welk, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We should go see Tarn, right? Yep. And the plains are, if I remember it right, kind of the same as the desert in 3. In that it's a big area that you kind of have to explore differently than the world map, and that you could very easily get lost in. Ooh, there's a basement here. There's an item in the basement. Manly clothes. Oh my. Good thing the models don't change here. I don't know what manly clothes are supposed to be. Resurrects wearer once. Okay, so it's a soul gem. It's literally a soul gem. I'll give him to Sias for now. I saw something up there. Ooh, who are you? I don't suppose you've seen my apprentice, Khan, around anywhere. He's outside. So, Marlock's bodyguard is right here. And he goes on a bit of a journey after we beat him up. And comes here to basically try to get good. You again. Still owe you for what you. I still owe you for what you did in Sinesta. Just you wait. I'll catch up with you down there. So yeah. So he came here to train because we beat him up. I feel like you, because you have an actual portrait, pretty sure you become a master. Eventually, like once we get Cray out, I think we're able to start learning under that lady up there. For the more like melee, physical focused characters. Wait! Oh, I have to beat him up again, aren't we? Yep. Huh. Been miserable every minute of every day since you beat me in Sinesta. That's why I came here, to study with the Warren. Strongest warriors in the world. I've worked night and day, training and studying their ways. Stronger than I was before. You think you can defeat me again? You got another thing coming. I gotta beat him up again. Cool. One thing I didn't have before though is I had a Sias. I've got a Sias now. And Sias has a shining blade that always hits and is always a crit. There you go. And dragon time. Tiger Fist. I mean, it was a good attack. One more time. Doesn't have the AP for Tiger Fist. And he's gone. I won a great victory. There you go. 2,000 XP. With Nina leveling up thanks to that. 1 and 1 and 4 and 5. So yeah. Because she's been learning under our wolf for so long now, she's turning into an absolute spellcaster. Khan. And there's his master. That voice. Master Una! Forgive me, mister. I lost. Hey, you. Don't pick on Khan like that. He's not as strong as he thinks he is. Told you not to get into fights, Khan. You're gonna have to face facts. You're not exactly a strong fighter, you know? Huh? But master, you mean I'm weak? Yes, you are. I wouldn't say that exactly. You're, I don't know. You stay here and help me around the house and all. You'll probably strengthen up pretty good, I guess. He's just roided out of his mind. He's not that strong. Can I speak to Una now? Maybe. It's your fault that Khan's gone. Ran off because you picked on him. What am I supposed to do? Sorry. It's alright. If I train you instead then, yes. First, I want you to learn how to be wild. Your attack may not hit as much. They'll be a lot more powerful. Who wants to learn? Okay, so we lose accuracy in exchange for damage. So if we look at here, we lose out on wisdom. We lose out on AP. We gain on HP, defense, and offense. Right now, that is basically Urshin's very blueprint. Is attack, defense, and HP, and nothing else. So Urshin is really, yeah. You can only improve skills through trial by combat. Come back once you've done more than 1,500 damage with a combo attack. Bye. Have I not done that already? Looks like you're getting good. I'll teach you Pilfer. Okay. So that's a steal. Which usually... no. Which should usually favor fairly high agility characters. So I'm thinking Sias here. For that reason. And 3,000. I don't think I've done 3,000. No. Okay. So yeah. So with our wolf, we gain skills by making the biggest possible combo in terms of the numbers of hits. With Una, it's the amount of damage that we could do in a single combo. So yes, a lot of the masters heavily rely on the combo mechanics. One thing I do heavily rely is hydration, and also making room for said hydration, and my bladder's about to explode. I'll be right back. Probably unmute myself. There we go. I feel a lot better now. So, we gotta go find Cray's mom. We gotta go to the plains for that. We're gonna need a ride. Do you want to borrow a horse? Yes. Headed to Golden Plains, are you? Yes. We're there just a second. That's a horse. By the way, who's going to ride the horse? None of us know how to ride. None of you have ridden a horse before. Forget it then. Do you know how long it takes to learn how to ride? We're getting a Welk. The Welk really likes Urshan. What about the Welk? Can we take that instead? Welks are a lot harder to control than horses. I've never seen one that wasn't hard to handle. They're unfriendly, temperamental. Seems to like Ryu. Don't you think? Well, maybe. If you're going to look for Tarn, I guess you could take the Welk. Tarn's camp is somewhere in the northeast. Look for the smoke from her campfire. Okay. And now I just step out, I guess. Yeah, because that goes all the way to here. Into the plains. Camp, rest, save. As always. Like, this is how you see... Like, the camp as a mechanic to remember, well, not just to be able to save and rest, but also to speak to your people and remember your objectives and be, like, it's been done and done and done in so many games. Breath of Fire was one of the first ones to do it. Several other games also did it. Chrono Trigger, Suikoden, quite a few. And now you see like very modern, newer games like Clair Obscur also doing it because it makes sense. Baldur's Gate also did it for the exact same reason. It makes sense. It's a very good way to remember where you should be going when you're in a massive game. We'll wait here, Ryu. Be careful. Have a safe journey. Okay. So Ryu has to figure out how to ride this thing and find Tarn. And he just fell on his face. Oh, full scorpion fall too. That's rough. Urshan says that while you could use the Dragon's Eye to control the Welk, may take some time to get used to riding it. That may be true. Golden Plains are too big to try to search on foot. Ryu and the Welk are our only hope. Good luck. We're counting on you. So, they said northeast. Fell on my face again. Why? Why do you do this? There's nothing in it for you. Sias's stutter is gone. He's not stuttering right now. And as soon as we look at them, the starter's back. You don't even know if it will work? So why? Well, you're right. There might not be any benefit for us. And it's true that we don't know if our plan will work. Still. It just wouldn't feel right to sit around and do nothing. Okay. Northeast. There's obviously a lot of places to explore here. Like I'm seeing a volcano there. That's due north, isn't it? Is that northeast? I know that there's a bunch of stuff around the Golden Plains that you can find. There's a nutmage. I'm gonna set it on fire. Two, 3, 4, 2. Not great. Not horrible. That's a decent level up. I thought the red arrow was north. Mountain might be due south. I don't remember. Yet again, I don't remember. I never fucking remember. Into the plains. Okay. So that's east. That's got to be northeast. So we seem to be at the very south of the plains. I'm just gonna go straight northeast until I find smoke. Little bird. Coming along with us. That looks like a camp. Those rocks are just, they're a landmark. They're not... Okay. So the biggest problem with this Golden Plains is that you don't really know where you start. I know the camp is in the northeast, but where? Not meditate, burn. Luckily, this place is nowhere near as big as the desert in 3, which was insufferable. The Breath of Fire 3 desert was a nightmare. Made it to the edge. If I go straight south towards the mountain, So I was going that way. Is the mountain where I came from? Is that where I'm starting from? Plus, like, that mountain with the smoke is, like, the only landmark. Oh. Okay, it's a bit weird, because the background doesn't spin as fast as the ground does. There's a bit of a disconnect there. But yeah, that mountain with the smoke is literally the only landmark I could see right now. So I'm gonna go for that and see if I can orient myself from there. Oh, that's new. I'm probably gonna have to try to draw a map with those landmarks, just to be able to orient myself and find what I can find. Because I know I can unlock... I can find at least one new dragon form in here later in the game. At least, if not more. Gives himself a speed boost. Still gonna set you on fire. There you go. There's clearly something here, and that's a map I haven't seen before. It's also empty, so that's a place I can't go to yet. And I also just remembered that it's very easy to get lost in this place. Which I just did. I have no idea where to go, even if I wanted out right now. That was one of the big downsides of this place. But it said I had to go northeast for the... Said I had to go northeast for Torrance Camp. Red arrow points north, mountains in the south, that's northeast. I'm just gonna go northeast until I find smoke. Because that's the only thing I have left right now. I mean, there's something here. Found an altar. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to look at a guide for the plains because I don't remember a thing. Oh, shrine. Okay. I can actually... Now that I found the shrine, I'm actually able to get back. Okay. Well, that's a start. So, that landmark we saw before, the big rock, is the middle. The exact middle of the Golden Plains. We start clearly because we had the shrine on the other side. So we start on the western side of the plains. If I want to go to the northeast, that means I step into the plains now, go straight east until I find the big rock, and then go northeast. Because the big rock is the middle. So I should always go there first, and then orient myself from there. So I'm gonna go straight on until I find the big rock mounted on 4 logs. Kind of set up. We ran into it while running around before, too. I had forgotten that was the middle marker. And there's also... Like, I'm probably going to want to attempt every direction from that middle marker. At some point. Yeah, and I think the bird is actually an indicator if I'm getting closer to the middle or not. This rock is the middle point. And now we go northeast. I ran into this rock before. You just saw why I use burn almost every time when I'm fighting nuts. They're so agile that I can't hit them physically. So I just have to sling spells at them. There's the smoke. There we go. That's where I want to go. That is where I want to go. If you're a friend, come up by the fire. Come looking to steal something, you won't find anything here. Arn is surprisingly very, very human-like. Well, now I guess that makes you a friend, eh? Don't see many people riding Welks around here. In fact, the only place you could get one would be Warrant. Did you come from Warrant? I did. I see. Sounds like Krea's got himself into quite a fix. Yeah, his mother's clearly human. Considering what's happened, I imagine they'll execute him. Hey, I was just kidding. If they really did execute him, it would mean war between Ludia and the Warren. I'm sure they wouldn't want that. Might take some doing. I have a feeling one way or another we'll be able to work something out. I'll try and think of something. It's late. Should get some rest. Go ahead. Use the tent. I'm just gonna have a quick look around. Just in case she left anything I could grab. Bucket? Maybe? Nope. Must be pretty tired. Suppose that's not surprising considering how he got here. Most people can't ride Welks that far. It's good to know Cray's got friends like that. Not only... Oh, we're at the trial now. We're at Cray's trial. Okay. Not only do you sneak into the Empire, with whom we currently have a truce, I might add, but you are caught doing so, and deported. I ask you, is this conduct becoming of a warrior, one who claims to lead the mighty Warren nation? Not only have you shamed yourself and us, but I am told you have lost the king's sword, the symbol of the alliance. Do you have any idea what your rash, thoughtless actions will cost us and the entire alliance in your dealings with the Empire? Do you? All you're worried about is your dignity and your pride. How can you just sit there like that when a member of one of the Alliance's royal families, when Alina has been kidnapped by the Empire? We have a greater responsibility to protect the members of the entire Alliance. We can't afford to worry ourselves over one person, even if she is a princess. The king's sword was broken upon this guy's face. Alright then, Ryu. Why don't you come with me to the nearest sound? Yeah. So the sword is Ryu's sword that we broke upon the Imperial's face. So that sword is kind of the key to everything, at least politically. We don't know that yet, but good morning. Did you sleep well? Gotta do something, but what? What? Have you thought of something we could tell them about that would get Cray out of this predicament? Princess Alina, huh? It's true that Prince Morley is engaged to marry her. But he's the kind of person to worry more about Ludia and her standing with the Empire and other country than any one person. Bringing up Alina probably wouldn't do much good. Okay. Let's try our fight with the troops. What? You were to fight with Imperial troops? What were you thinking? You tell them that, it'll just make Cray's situation worse. And the third option, the King's Sword. The King's Sword? You mean Cray lost that? I mean, I have it, and I've broken it. That explains a lot then. That sword is a symbol of the Alliance. Losing it wouldn't make him popular. He didn't lose it. I have it. Wait a minute. That's it. The sword, which was supposed to have been lost, was to turn up again. That'd be one less thing they would hold against Cray. It'll work.
Hello there.
Hello there, wifey. Good morning. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to Breath of Fire 4. One of my favorite games ever. There's a volcano called Mount Glum south of here. That's the big volcano we saw from the plains. So I could go there, reforge the King's Sword. There's a smith that lives inside the mountain. Make us a copy of the King's Sword. So reforge the sword, Bring it back to Kray's trial. Tell everybody, hey, he didn't lose the sword. We had it all along. And yeah. Someone at Warren should be able to tell you how to get to Mount Glon. Will you go? Yes. I'm pretty sure I already know how to go there, but there's my little whelk. It's a flying shrimp. It's the closest thing to a mount I have. And if you look at the saddle, yes, I'm riding it backwards. Because why not? Watching your stream while you crochet a blanket for Mini Ravens as a birthday present for her. By the way, wifey, I feel you'd be very interested in Manda's work. Depresso Espresso Unicorn, who also hangs out in the chat here. There's a lot of crocheting and commissions and things. She's got some very nice stuff. She posted a hedgehog today on one of our community discords. Not the one I'm in, but the one a friend of ours is. And it was adorable as hell. This, we might be able to help Kray get out of trouble. Okay, so we gotta go reforge the sword. We gotta go to Warrant. Which we pretty easily do. I want to leave the plains, get back to the world map, go back to Warrant, speak to that guy over there. I'm guessing the elders, or the dude who lent us the whelk. You're still a beginner, getting so much better, improving. That's very nice. That's really good. It's really good that you can see progress. That's a lot more motivating when you can see some progress. Yeah, welcome to the Golden Plains. Not many people could do that. Yeah. So there's my whelk. It's right there. How about you? Do you know how to get to the mountain? I'm guessing the elders would be the one I'd have to speak to, or the old people. So you're still complaining about your fruit getting stolen? Yeah, I'm guessing it's the elders. So, maybe you? Guess it's up to you then to save Kray. Good luck to you. You're not... I see. See why we told you to go talk to Tarn? We never would have thought of that. Make a fake king's sword. I mean, we don't even need to make a fake one. I've got the real one. It's just broken. Just reforge the blade and you're good. Get him out, Glom. Head east. Get to the large stone. South. Yep. So that's the thing with the Golden Plains now that I've finally, well, not remembered. I had to look it up, but after looking it up, now I actually remember how the plains are made and how the plains are kind of mapped out, even though you don't have a map. You start Middle West. You'll send me messages on the 2 pieces you're working on. Nice. So I'll just hold on. Yeah, I'll send you a little picture as well of what Manda makes, cause yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, those blankets look cool. I like that. They look, especially the one that Mr. Ravens is holding looks particularly comfortable. I'd like that. There, I sent you over what she. He said he's gonna steal it because it's supposed to be your blanket. Yeah, so she made that little hedgehog. She also makes like little characters and things. Like she's incredibly talented. I couldn't even fathom to understand. Wait. I'm on foot now? I don't have the Welk anymore? I'm just running it now? Holy. Okay, I guess we're running. I preferred to have my Welk. It was more adorable that way. But hey. So now, yeah. So just gotta get to the center of the plains, which is marked by like a big giant rock. And then turn towards the volcano we saw on the right side. But now I've got everybody. Okay, so it's not just Ryu anymore. It's everyone, which is a lot better. Because now that means I could take fights a lot easier. Even though the fights are fairly easy in here. My spells are not exactly enough to just one-shot one of these guys every single time. Sometimes I can, but sometimes like it doesn't. So I'd rather have everybody. There we go, that's the big rock. Today's Minnie's last day of kindergarten. Oh, well that's quite the happening. You try not to cry. I mean, you gotta be proud. You gotta be proud. That's quite the achievement. You are proud, but she's getting so big. Yeah, that'll happen. Alright, we're going to that volcano over there. There's supposed to be a smithy in there. When I went there last time, it didn't happen. I couldn't get to it. Because the way was blocked. I'm guessing the way's going to be open now. That's kind of how these games work. Man, that's a long run. And like, just from seeing how the shrubs and the ground moves, I'm a lot slower on foot than I was on the Welk. But yeah, that's a big deal. I get it, wifey. That's, yeah. I mean, I don't have kids, but well, that's different. So what I found before was very different. But hey, we're here now. I'm gonna forge this place in the fire of a friggin' volcano. Fire ward. Oh, hold on. Do I have my fire resistant armor on? Sias has got the manly clothes. Yeah, I got my fire resistance armor on Ryu. Which I feel is not the guy who should be wearing that right now. He got an award at her school for being a grade ahead in her reading level. Completed, surpassed the kindergarten reading program, advanced into first grade reading. Nice! That's a huge deal! Okay. So yes, I want Nita to be fire resistant here. But she's not... Her defense is not great. So... And this is a place where we're going to run into a lot of fire enemies. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set all of them on fire. Because it's better XP. They're using Fire Blast to heal up. But now, what I could do... It's... yeah. I could do Wind into Frost, so I could do Cyclone into Frost. And that should have an effect. So, whoosh. Jolt. And then zap him. And the flames died out because I used a water spell. Alright, what do we got up here? That's a whole other section. Okay. Let's not do that. Well, yeah, reading grade. Full reading grade ahead. That is... yeah, that is... that is definitely something to be proud of. Yeah, that looks kind of like... I thought there'd be loot here, but I'm not seeing any. Alright, let's... burn and sever again. Set all of them on fire. Okay, so it's fire resistance. It's not fire immunity here that I'm dealing with. Then we're gonna jolt again. Exactly 2,500 damage. But for Una, for Una's new skill that she can teach us, I need to do 3,000 damage in a single combo. I'm gonna Froosh again. I'm gonna set him on fire again. Because it's more XP. And then miss my last shot, obviously. Because it would have been way too simple otherwise. Let's do a bit of healing here. And I missed my shot again. But that's the thing though, like Urshin's master does lower our accuracy, so I should not be surprised. I'm not seeing anything I could grab here. Walking in that lava probably damages us quite a bit. Yep, it does. So the only way to go really is up here. Urshin levels up. Lot of power, lot of defense, lot of HP. He's turning into Pico. Oh. Oh. So, every time I get into a fight, the platforms move? Is that what's going on? I don't remember this place all that well. I played a lot more Breath of Fire 3 than I have played 4, so... Let's verify this theory here. I'm gonna set this guy on fire because it's better XP. It's just better XP to fight them while they're in their fire form. But they can heal up, which means we have to outdamage them quite a bit. And it's also a lot more of a dangerous fight. Welcome back from the ads. Your new emote got approved. Nice. Yeah, I got 3 new ones on my channel here. I got the coffee cup, and I've got the bonk emote, and I've got the lol emote, which are all related to a game I love to play that is Satisfactory, named Satisfactory. I've made all of those follower emotes, I believe. Man, Sias's animation is so badass. Sias levels up. Oh, only 1 on power. RNGesus was a bit mean here. Good morning to Chow. We are on a quest to reforge the King's Sword. I'm in a volcano. After getting lost in the Golden Plains and not remembering that there was a big rock in the middle that you have to orient yourself from. Oh, okay, so I gotta take a fight while standing here. Come on, give me a fight. There you go, and then the platforms will move again and I'll be able to move. Drakes! If I remember it right, these guys also transform into something a bit meaner if I set him on fire. So obviously the first thing I'm gonna do is set him on fire. Oh, they're fire absorbent. Whoosh. Start using Flame Strike. Okay. Yeah, that could get mean. Alright, let's just jolt these fuckers. I got Frost over here. There you go. Big Frosh and then Big Jolt. Just zap him. There you go. Alright, I've been using a lot of big spells though in here, so I should probably be a little bit more conservative with my AP. Oh. Platform is moving. Alright. Quickly, get the chest. Move back. There's another platform here. I have a pretty strong feeling that there's more stuff that way. Or it might be the way to go. This feels pretty big. This feels like a way to go. So... okay, I'm just gonna straight up attack instead of... instead of using big spells, I'm gonna hold off on my AP. I'm gonna lose a little bit of experience here from fighting these guys without setting them on fire, but Nina's running awfully low on AP. Wait, hold on. So chest into here. Yeah, okay. So this is the way to go. And now, oh crap, okay. So I need to take a fight here. So the platforms raise again. Also, at the chat, we finally found Una, the Warren Master. And she's teaching Urshan how to bonk things harder. There, and now I have to take another fight right here so that these two platforms join up. Come on. So with the new sword, I upgraded Sias's sword, but I'm starting to feel like it wasn't that much of an upgrade. Because with his old sword, he used to strike twice every time we attacked. Each attack was for a bit less than he's doing now, but he was still doing 2 attacks. Now he's doing only 1. So I feel like I'm losing on overall damage here. Need the platform to move again. Because now Sias is just about on par with Ryu in terms of damage, but... except when he crits. But it used to be 2 attacks for about 200 or so each. 250. Like, he could easily total 500 damage when Ryu's doing 350. With his old sword. But because I went strictly with stats... a drill punch, that's for Urshan. Power 32. I mean, we're in a fire mountain. The drill punch is quite strong, but I feel like the ice punch is kind of the way to go, isn't it? And for battle, I'm gonna have Nina keep to the back row for now. Come on, give me a fight. There you go. The big problem with Una as a master, though, is she's not great for accuracy. Getting set up for work. I mean, that's fine. I don't see that as a problem. Lurkers are always welcome. I gotta take another fight here. So the platform moves again. That should be the last one on this particular screen, and then I move on. Okay. Yeah, the Ice Punch is doing a lot more damage than even the Raptor Claws that Urshan was using before. Good thing I kept those. It's as if having elemental weapons was useful. When you're in a friggin' completely elemental related place. So that's the Smithy's house. That's a gnome. That's a gnome if I've ever seen one. He doesn't look like a dwarf to me. He looks more like a gnome. I think it's the nose. I think it's the size of the nose that's throwing me off. Hi-ho, and who might you be? Excuse me, we're sorry to bother you. Need you to make something for us. Oh, the king's sword. Of course I know what it is. I made it. It wouldn't be hard to make another just like it. But I need certain materials if I'm going to make one. What do you need? Rare metal called the fairy drop. Only be found in the realm of the fairies. So we gotta go back to the fairy forest. Only problem is that, you know, fairies can't be seen by ordinary folks like us. Urshan was able to see them. Oh, that makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? All you have to do is find some fairies. We know exactly where to go for that. The other thing I want to do is go into his basement. That goes outside. So that I don't have to go back out through the volcano. But I also saw chests right there. 906 on the Ice Punch. Yeah, Urshan can do a lot of damage with like, elemental weaknesses are a big deal in this game. It's just like in D&D, like, vulnerability is double damage, literally. Found some Molotovs in here. That's completely useless in this place. There we go. So, Mount Glom into this guy's house. Back to the plane. Wait, that's Tarn's camp, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. And then there's a shrine over there that we still don't know what to do with. But now I gotta go all the way back to right here, to the Witchwood. I'm gonna camp, rest, save before I step in there. Because otherwise, I'm gonna forget. And, you know, as we've seen before, the game has crashed once on me today. So, it can happen. It's not very common, but it can happen. So, save often and be careful. I heard a voice. Did you? Yep. Let's find some fairies. Right there. Hey, what are you doing? We won't do anything to you, promise. And just like in Breath of Fire 3, we could rebuild this place. Turn it into a fairy village. Which is a fun little mini game. It's basically like, if you guys have ever played Fallout Shelter, or those kind of little colony management games on mobile, like the fairy village game mini games in Breath of Fire are basically that before mobile phones were even invented. Well, not mobile phones, but smartphones. There aren't any around here. Used to be a lot where we lived. That's it. Do you want to come to where we live and get a fairy drop? Okay then, turn around. Normal people can't go to where we live. But since you've got a dragon with you, you can. Why do you have a pot with a flower? She gonna knock me out with that? Probably, I think. She's gonna knock me out with that energy. Yep. It'll only hurt for a little bit. Smack. Urshin's not gonna pass out, though. Thanks for coming. We fairies used to live here, in the land of dreams. But then, those big meanies came. Did you hear that? That's them. That's those nightmares snoring. They're big and nasty and ugly too. They attacked us and drove us out of our homes. Mean old nightmares. Alright, Dragon Boy. We'll give you a fairy drop if you promise to get rid of them for us. There's a signpost. Nothing written on it right now. Okay. Very glad to meet you. Why? I was getting tired of the taste of fairy. Think I'll have you instead. And Margot. Alright. Let's just smack him around a bit. He counters every attack. So I might want to favor spellcasting here. Okay, this thing can cast Frost. I can't re-equip while in the middle of a fight, sadly. There we go, got him. Life Shard. I also got a Magic Shard earlier that I didn't use. Should probably do that. Magic Shard I'm giving to Sias. Life Shard I'm giving to Nina. Welcome, travelers, to the land of dreams. So I see another one over there. Hello and goodbye. Shkom. Alright, let's beat you up. Sleep. Well, that one's got some nasty status effects going for him. I'll put Sias in the back row. I'll put Sias in the back row while he's asleep. We're just gonna set you on fire. You didn't take a whole lot of damage from that. I also should have changed Urshan's weapon. I didn't think about that. So, yeah, equip you. I'm gonna give you the drill punch for sheer power. Oh, I've also got the fire ward accessory. Okay. Give you the crepe cape back. I want the ranger garb on Ryu. What a good refreshing nap that was. Glad you're here. I could use some exercise. And there's Kyo. Okay, this thing is impervious to wind. This thing seems impervious to magic entirely. Alright.